guys, so we got another one coming towards you. We are doing an Enscape update. Just like before, I'm going to actually extract my previous one. So let's copy that path. We're going to use the decoder exe. This does is basically just unzip your package file, so you can get to your scripts, everything like that. So this is what we used for the last one. We're basically going to use it again. So we're going to go into our input folder, paste that in. Then we are going to get our download that we just got. And we're going to replace what it's targeting. So we have our config file, everything else, delete the old exe. Alright, let's clear that out. Let's rename this. So we are just going to change in here basically the call of our exe file, because their silent commands haven't changed or anything like that. So 0.723. Alright, so we're going to save that. It's real simple when you already have like a package and it's just replacing like an exe with a new version. Kind of unzip it that way, go that route. So now we're going to go to our Intune input, and we're going to run our PowerShell script just to make sure this install works. And the only thing I don't remember is if I started this as admin, and based on the user I didn't, but should be okay. So we're going to let that run. This will ensure that our PowerShell script works, our install works, all of that fun stuff. We're going to see it kind of queue up, run through Defender. You'll see that hit it a few times. As it kind of queues. I'll launch the registry while we're here, because we will look to see that kind of update. Nice thing with Enscape, they have their own uninstall key. The key doesn't change the location, so you can always use it. It's always the CurrentVersion uninstall Enscape. The information will update when the install finishes, so we'll give that a few minutes to run, and then we'll do a refresh. Get our prompt, because it's running here, not silent completely yet. We should start to see this kick off. There you go. I'm gonna mute for a second so you don't hear my dogs bark. So we're kind of watching all of these. You can see the Enscape installer going. this will go to a new line when the installation's done. This is kind of their pop-up about accepting terms. It happens when you run in silent. Most users never see it because it's running as a system account, not theirs. So it's just because we're running this on my machine right now to test the script. I feel like this installer generally takes 5 to 10 minutes. It depends on what it's updating, if it has to remove anything, but once it's kind of there, we'll be good. And for those who don't know, Enscape, which is owned by Chaos, they also bought Evolve Labs or merged with them to some degree. So their Veris tool is now inside Enscape, since like the last version, where you can use their AI renderer on top of the Enscape stuff to affect your drawings. Pretty cool stuff. So check it out. See the license service kind of kicking over. So line's finished. We hit refresh here. You can see our version updated. So now we got to make our package, right? So we're gonna go cd Intune, call our app maker input folder. Our file name is Enscape .ps1, and we'll hit the output folder. Now this isn't the biggest file, so it shouldn't take that long. Kind of package up and go from there, but I will mute for a little bit just so you don't hear crazy dogs barking. As soon as this is done, we'll upload it and go through changing the Intune settings. Alright, so our file's done being created. We're going to leave that open because we need to target it. So we're going to bring over our Intune. So we're kind of updating, right? So I have changed the version number. I'm going to click on my file, output. I'm going to grab my latest one. So that's going to be there. Added in the release notes here. You don't have to do it. Information URL goes to the release notes. The thing we have to change is obviously the PowerShell script. So we'll go to our input and get that name, just to make sure we're not missing a space or doing something. The uninstall command you can get in the registry key. It does not change, so you're good there. Requirements, you can change this if you want. Detection rule here is the only thing that we change because this value obviously updated. So display version, we're going to go ahead and grab that, put that in here, review and save. Now that's going to go ahead and upload in just a sec. Shouldn't take too long being under a gig. The other thing we like to do is we do let this kind of go as soon as possible. If they have it open, it will stop it from working. So if they have like open Revit or Sketchup files with Enscape's plugin active, it can't install. We do send out a note to our users just to restart, and then they'll get the latest version, or they'll just get it the next time they restart. But it's pretty much that simple. Once you get going, you're good to go. I hope everyone has a good one. Thanks.